because I can't understand how this was popular, dude. The lyrics are trash. His voice is like irritating. His voice is jarring. That's the melody of the track. Genesis is one of those bands that I've seen pop up in the comments a bunch of times from people asking me to check out their music. It's not a band that I know much about. I know one of their members quite well. His name is Phil Collins. He's got a track that made it onto a Eminem song. That's how I first found out about him. In the song Stan, Eminem raps something along the lines of, you know, that song by Phil Collins, In the Air of the Night, about that guy who could have saved the other guy from drowning. Maybe you guys know those lyrics. That's when I first found out about him. He also has a Cadbury's commercial with one of his songs and a dude in a gorilla suit playing the drums. So that's as much as I know about Genesis. Other than that, in terms of the track I've chosen gone to YouTube and chose one of the most popular songs I found on there. That's how I introduce myself to new bands usually. So here we go. Let's check out Genesis. This is I Can't Dance by Genesis. Interesting drum choice. Wow.
Hot sun beating down, burning my feet just walking around. Hot sun making me sweat. Gators getting close, hasn't got me yet. I can dance, I can talk. Only thing about me is the way I walk. I can dance, I can sing. I'm just standing here selling everything.
Okay, interesting intro. About a minute's worth of music from this band I've heard so far. I guess the most surprising thing I would say is that it's shocking that this was a big hit. It doesn't sound like a hit to me. I generally think melody is a driving force in terms of making something a hit and making it really catchy. I don't really see the case with the two of those things. In terms of lyrically, it's kind of a bunch of kind of non sequiturs. It seems like they're not really connected to one another. Hot sun making me sweat. Gators getting close hasn't got me yet. Maybe the story will unfold over time, but some curious drum track noises too. That boing, that noise is a interesting choice.
Blue jeans sitting on the beach. Her dog's talking to me, but she's out of reach. She's got a body under that shirt, but all she wants to do is rub my face in the dirt. 'Cause I can dance, I can talk. Only thing about me is the way I walk. I can dance, I can sing. I'm just standing here selling, oh, and checking everything is in place. You never know who's
You know what I find really interesting about this song is the context of when it was released. It was released in 91, and this was like a giant pop song in the time. This is one of the great things about running this channel is you gain context, and then you go, oh, interesting. What else was released in 91? Nirvana with Nevermind. And then you think about the disparity between the sounds of the two of them. Interesting. Maybe I can speak about that at the end. Let's keep this rolling.
looking on. Young punk spilling beer on my shoes. Fat guys talking to me, trying to steal my blues. Thick smoke, see her smiling through. I never thought so much could happen, just shooting pool. But I can dance, I can talk. The only thing about me is the way that I walk. I can dance, I can.
So I guess you guys can already probably tell from the fact that I'm kind of losing interest and looking in other directions and stuff and typing things in. I don't like the song, man. And I think the most surprising thing is I'm like looking up context for this track, and this was a big song, man. This is a pretty big hit. US Billboard Hot 100 number 7, UK singles chart as well. I don't. Maybe I picked a really bad Genesis song, or I guess you guys can let me know what other Genesis tracks I should listen to. It doesn't have a good beat. It's a weird noise. It sounds like a comedy song at points. These lyrics sound like it's a parody, dude. Like, I'm being serious. Like, it sounds like a parody of like what Kurt would say was wrong with this era of music. Regardless, I'll try and end this one out. Here we go. Fingers crossed I'll make it.
I'm just standing here selling. Oh, I'm checking everything is in place. You never know who's looking on. A perfect body with a perfect face.
This is the first for this channel, man. I'm gonna actually kind of lower down the music and talk over the song because I don't like this song. Maybe I chose the wrong Genesis track. This is slightly later in their career. I looked up when In the Air of the Night was released, and it was released in 81. So this is 10 years post when he made that song. I thought that was a really good song when I heard it in the advertisements that I did. Maybe he was past his prime. Again, this is where I'll depend on you guys to let me know. Like, is this what Genesis was about? They were like I don't even know what kind of music this is, but like, were they like a mainstream kind of band? Yeah, they had lots of hits and stuff. Because I can't understand how this was popular, dude. The lyrics are trash. His voice is like irritating. His voice is jarring. That's the melody of the track. I don't get it. I don't get it, man. Again, I'm open to listening to another song for sure. And this is all subjective. Let me say that. This isn't an objective opinion. It's music. Someone might hear this and reminds them of their childhood and they like the song when they're a kid. I don't know. There's plenty of hip-hop songs that are probably stupid that I like. But regardless, that doesn't change the fact that I think this song is dumb. I got the video up on the side as well. It's equally as stupid. He's a Brit. I don't know why he's doing a whole like by the gas station in America type of thing in a pool hall. I don't get all of that stuff. Again, with the context. Okay, let's focus on 91 and where music was. This is if regular style of music or the mainstream stuff sounded like this during this period of time, I totally understand why Nevermind was such a sort of sledgehammer to the music industry and the sound at the time, because it's so different, so raw and real in terms of what they're presenting, in contrast to this. And then you also look at what was happening in hip-hop, the kind of birth of what was a golden era. I think in 91 was a huge year in hip-hop too. Big acts like Tupac were coming alive. He was finding his feet. NWA released the album. Nas was on the come up. He had almost like the beginnings of that golden era of hip-hop, which was, again, I would say music of the street. And like this, certainly I wouldn't say is music of the street. Again, everything is about taste, and this just wasn't my I had to fade out the song at the end, man. I couldn't take it. I don't want that melody in my head. I'm being like brutal for this song, but it's just the truth, man. Again, let me know what I'm missing out on Genesis, if there are other songs that I might like more. But this was hilarious. I might hear that in my nightmares, man. That melody especially, and that weird drum track noise too. All right, I'll catch you guys on the next one.